Hello and welcome to Stampin' by Hannah. Thank you for joining me today. I am an independent Stampin' Up demonstrator based in the north of England, and I thought I would show you how to make this really fabulous card using the Picture Perfect stamp set from Stampin' Up. So this stamp set features this gorgeous rose image that I'm going to stamp a couple of times on this piece of scrap Whisper White cardstock. I've stamped the base layer in Blushing Bride, and then there's another 2 layers that go onto this stamp to build up that dimension, and I'm going to stamp the first time in Rose Red but stamped off once, and then there's a third even more detailed image that I will stamp in a second in full strength Rose Red. I really love the 2-step stamping. These roses are just absolutely beautiful. And when you use kind of tones of the same colour, so I've used rose red twice here, but stamped off once for the first time and full strength the second time, you get a really beautiful image. These stamps are really easy to line up because they've got a little kind of nubbin type thing just on one edge, so I tend to stamp them either with that image with that little tab sticking all the way up or all the way down. So the first 2 I stamped with it pointing up because that's just how it was easier for me, but this third rose is actually directly onto my card base, so I've positioned it exactly where I want it on my card. All the measurements for my cards you can find on my blog, and the link to this exact blog post is in the down bar below. So I'm doing exactly the same thing again, stamping that first layer in Blushing Bride, the second layer in Rose Red, stamped off once, and the third layer in Rose Red, full strength. You can see how easy these stamps are to line up, particularly with them being photopolymer. I haven't even had to get out my Stamp-O-Ma-Jig. How awesome is that? I've got a few. This is the first card featuring the stamp set on my blog this week. I'm going to feature another image from this stamp set tomorrow, and I've got a third card using this stamp set again the back end of next week. So do click over to my blog and subscribe either to this. Please subscribe to my YouTube channel, but also subscribe to my blog for daily, almost daily blog posts from me. Lots and lots of card making and crafty inspiration over there. So now I've got the leaves. I'm going to stamp these in Old Olive and Pear Pizzazz, I think. So I've got Pear Pizzazz here stamped off once for the very bottom layer. And I'm going to stamp in Pear Pizzazz again, but full strength, for the kind of middle layer of my leaf. And then I've got Old Olive for the very top. I have sped this video up ever so slightly. I did speed it up a little bit more and thought, oh god, no, that's a bit too fast. My hands are moving far too fast. I didn't think I could keep up, so it's only sped up a little bit. And then I've got Old Olive here for this very, very detailed image right on the top. I'm going to fussy cut out these leaves and flowers, or the ones on my scrap piece. The rose that's on the single piece of cardstock on its own is staying exactly where it is, and I'm not fussy cutting that. I fussy cut with our paper snips from Stampin' Up. They are the best scissors I have ever used. They are sharp all the way to the tip, and they are great for fussy cutting. These leaves are super easy to fussy cut, even for a left-handed idiot like me. But I am not going to make you sit all the way through me fussy cutting out all of these flowers, because you can see, even though I've sped this up, fussy cutting takes me a little while. So, by the power of YouTube, I have fussy cut the other 2 roses and those 2 leaves and the roses, and I'm going to arrange those on my card. And I love that group of roses, it's really pretty, but I'm just looking at it going, oh, there's just something missing. I've got my sentiment. Sentiment comes from the same Picture Perfect stamp set, and it just says, just a note, really simple. But there was just something missing from this card that I it just needed a little something extra, and the absolute most perfect stamp set for that little something extra, in my opinion, and it's only my opinion, is Gorgeous Grunge. So I've got crumb cake ink again, and this gorgeous splatter stamp from Gorgeous Grunge, and I'm just going to add a little bit of stamped off splatter just on that one area where the roses are going to go, just so there's just a little bit of added interest, a bit more dimension, a little bit more, a bit of something there in the background. I've got my card base, which is in rose red. One of the greatest things about Stampin' Up is that colour coordination. So I've used rose red ink, and I've got rose red cardstock, which is just fabulous. Pre-cut, pre-scored by myself card base, and I'm going to add a layer of crumb cake onto that before I add on my layer of Whisper White. Links to all the products that I use in these videos are available in the down bar below and over on my blog, and I would love it if you would shop with me between now and the end of May. I will pop a brand new Stampin' Up catalogue in the post to you. I have a huge pile of them on my desk at the moment, and they're all looking for homes. So if you can offer a home to a catalogue, please do let me know, either by dropping me an email or shopping with me between now and the end of May. If you shop with me in the last 6 months, I will be sending you a catalogue anyway, so no fear, you haven't missed out. So I've popped my 2 roses up on dimensionals. I'm still a little bit thinking about putting it up there, and in the end I've gone, no, I don't like it down there, let's pop it down the bottom there. And my 3 leaves, and there are several ways you could attach these leaves on. I've used Tombow glue, which of course I've done off screen. Oh no, I remembered, I've caught myself. I filmed this video last week, and it's taken me till Sunday afternoon to get the voiceover done. So my memory of this event isn't all that brilliant. So we're going to pop those leaves under. You could just as easily use snail or mini glue dots or something like that, but I just like a bit of Tombow, just to gives me a little bit of wiggle room with those leaves. And that is my card for today. Thank you ever so much for tuning into another Make It Monday with me here at Stampin' by Hannah, and I will see you again on Friday for a fabulous fancy fold card. Links again to my blog in the down bar below, where you can find all the products and everything I've used today. Thanks for watching. Bye for now.